Hello everybody. So this week we're studying chords out of first position. We know all our first position chords: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? First position chords, we call that in the first 3 frets or so, except D if you want to play it over here. It's only going to play B is the 4th fret, or B7, which is what I usually use in place of this thing. But this chord is kind of the idea of moving out of first position. So if we have our 3 basic shapes, we'll say, which is an E shape, an A shape, and a D shape, right? Those can all move up. Now, if we want to move them up as a 6-string chord, then we have, in this case, what we call bar chords, right? E, F, F sharp, G sharp, A, B flat, etc. Right? Just moving that E shape up and barring the strings behind it, right? Bar chord. Another form of a bar chord is the A chord, and then you can just bar it, and then you bar 3 with 1 finger like that. So, right, we just move up that way. And in the case of an A minor, which a lot of people do, we just bar it and we play that A minor shape up the neck of the guitar, right? So that's kind of the most conventional way of doing it. But then we've also discussed the idea of not using the bar at all, right? Just moving that shape up, an E shape, F, G, F, E chord, which makes interesting chords because of the open strings on the guitar, right? That's just a 1-4-5, an EAB chord, but it's got a different flavor to it. Right? We started off talking about color chords. Well, that's a color chord because it's an A with a B in it and an E, which makes it a 9 chord or a 2 chord, right? And we could do the same with a D. You can actually do the same with a C chord. That's a D chord, but played with a C shape. Also has a lot of open strings in. Has that E, which makes it a 9, and a G, which makes it a suspended 4, so it's a D suspended 4-9, right? A color chord. So that's the basic idea. We're just moving these chords up the neck. But and also in the A shape, you can move that up, right, without barring it. It still sounds nice. And here's the A9 chord. B, C, D, right? Not technically hard, but pretty interesting. D, G, A, G. And I'm playing a D, G, A, right? Better D, right? That D, G, A, but here's D, G, A, totally different feeling to it. So that's one way of thinking about all this. And so some other reasons that we talked about is a lighter feeling, right? We sang that song, The Rose, Some say, so I'm playing a G chord with the D shape, right? Up here. Some say love. Alright, well, here's another thing to talk about. So I'm going to go from this G to a D, right? So I can bar this D all the way up here, right? That's a D bar chord. Or I can just play, because I'm only playing 3 strings over here, so I don't need to use all that muscle strength to press all those strings down. I'm just going to do the first 3, right? That's a D. Top 3 strings on the D. Some say love, it is C, right? The tendering. So it's a different feeling and different sound on the guitar than playing down here, right? Obviously. Also, there's a lot of melody that we can find in these things, right? So we're talking about jingle bells, right? That melodic rhythm aspect of jingle bells. So I can do that pretty clearly here. And then my melody's right there in the D chord. C, D is my melody right there. It's a D with a put a B in it, make it a 6. That's a D, flat 7, back to the D. There's my jingle bells. Christmas season is coming. I don't have to sing that, right? I just play that. Everybody's going to start singing it, right? So that's the idea, right? We want to bring people into the world of music, but inspire them to take on important roles, not just do everything for them. That's really the essence of music therapy, I think. Okay, so I would prefer that you mess around with this a little bit and find something interesting to do, as opposed to just doing, say, a traditional 1-4-5 chord of playing it, you know. You know, that's a little too simplistic. I think that you can play something a little bit more interesting to do, even though that's very nice, right? Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, not my key. Feliz Navidad, Prospero año and felicidad. Yeah, no, that's too simple. You could do something better than that, okay? Don't give me a home with a buffalo roam and a deer and the antelope play. Okay, we've done Home on the Range enough. Or Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. You can do Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star if you do it like this. There's 2 ways to do it. Right? I'm playing in E. I move from this A, E, to this E, playing my melody note up there on the B. Or I have this E, which is my A shape E. I don't have to play all those strings. Play just top 3. So I go E, and then I have B, A, right over there, E, A, E, B, 7. Right? So if you actually utilize those top chords and play a simple song like Twinkle Little Star, I think that would be a worthwhile exercise. Okay, so good luck and see you Thursday.